My message to anybody considering coming to Los Angeles, especially during the holiday season, is don't.
A sobering and somewhat terrifying statement from the LA Police Protective League, the union representing LAPD officers. The message coming as a crime wave continues to slam the city and surrounding areas.
We can't guarantee your safety. It is really, really out of control. I said it to people before. It's like that movie Purge. Instead of 24 hours to commit your crime, these bad people have 365 days to commit whatever they want.
The warnings seem to resonate with residents.
It's pretty scary walking at night.
Sarah Veenstra moved to LA from Wisconsin about 6 months ago. She didn't realize crime and safety would be such major issues.
I genuinely thought
Hey there, YouTube. Patriots, JT, Serenity Farms Prepping here. So, when, not if, when society collapses, who's going to be in charge? Governments will have broken down. Criminals will be in charge. This is going to affect your major cities immediately. They're already rife with rampant crime, with scumbags. If they're arrested, they're released without bail or ridiculously low bail. I think California has $950 that you can steal, shoplift, loot, and you don't get arrested for it. Looting, or as the fake news likes to call it, smash and grabs, are happening with increased frequency. Carjackings, home robberies, everything is necessarily skyrocketing, just like the Democrat regime has planned. They're hoping that as their intentional collapse of society takes place, that for a period of time they will let crime rage throughout the country until the people beg for some kind of government intervention, aka martial law, takeover, lockdowns, whatever it takes. Okay? But I don't see that happening. I see the criminals being in charge, as the current regime wants them to be. Okay? Most people are under the illusion currently that we're a polite society and that everyone is kept under control because the overwhelming majority of people are moral and ethical, and those that aren't understand that there's or was a price to pay for committing crimes. So that's been a deterrent. All right. So those of us who have seen the darkest, worst side of humanity understand how close we are to total anarchy, societal collapse, and chaos. And it's not going to be pretty. There is one group in society that is prepared for total chaos. They live it every day. They thrive on it. Sometimes they don't create it, but they plan on it, and that's when they make their moves. They're predators. They're criminals. They don't hesitate to kill or harm others to get what they want. Human lives mean nothing. Laws and rules, nothing. They're not worried about being polite. A lot of your city folks are experts in survival in terms of living in the city, the inner cities, the cesspools, and surviving. And most of them have done 1, 2, 3, maybe more terms in state or federal prison. It's hardened them. It's taught them more about how to play the game, how to live under chaos, violence, and mayhem. And polite, law-abiding people are not ready for what is coming. Mentally, they'll be shot. They're already weak-minded. And because you're not mentally prepared for what's going to be unleashed when the financial system, the food supply, the fuel supply, the law, the healthcare system, any minor disruption paralyzes these people. They have no capacity for self-defense or preparedness and are simply mentally weak. The inner cities are going to be virtual war zones. I can imagine what it's going to be like there. I won't be anywhere near there, but I can imagine what it's going to be like. You thought the rioting, burning, looting, assaulting, murdering, and all that crap by the Democrat-funded and supported terrorist Antifa and BLM was bad. You have seen nothing. Yeah, you could picture a Mad Max scenario down the road. Now remember, the Democrats want to let this go on as long as they can because right now they have no choice. Every narrative they've started is quickly being disproven and collapsing, and more people are waking up to what is going on. They're trying to collapse the economy any way they can, but they have no story for it now, except that it's intentional. Nothing they are telling you convinces you that this is why anything is happening. You know why it's happening, and you know where it leads, which makes it all the more perplexing why people aren't rising up and protesting vehemently to get rid of these people. I have recommended many times getting out of the cities, finding a place somewhere way out in the country with a group of people that you trust who are like-minded and know what is going to have to be done when it has to be done. The crime will spread from the big cities to the smaller cities to the suburbs and maybe potentially out into the countryside, although most of your criminals are city born, bred, raised, and the countryside isn't something they want to be. They fully understand the ramifications of attempting to do their stupid shit with country folk. But nonetheless, it's coming. Everything I'm hearing says December is going to be a whole lot of disclosure coming on a lot of things. The deep state and the Democrats are not going to like this because it's exposing them for who they really are. And this potentially early January is when you're going to see things really start to spiral out of control towards that precipice. Get prepared, folks. Do as much as you can. Let me know what you think. Like, share, comment, subscribe, notification bell. But for now, JT, signing off.